This is Kyle Miskell, and joining me today is Dr. Liara Gonzalez. How are you doing, Dr. Gonzalez?
Doing great.
Good, thanks for joining me. Although I'm sure you'd rather be with your newborn child.
Probably, you're probably right.
How's he doing?
He's doing great.
What's his name again?
Liev. He's wonderful. He's 4 months old.
Oh.
And he's learning to laugh a lot. But luckily I have an amazing lab and amazing graduate student, Dr. Amy Stewart and John Freund. And both of them are just kept the work chugging along.
And are you guys currently working on a grant, working on research?
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of research. My main interest, so I'm a trained large animal surgeon and then did my PhD afterwards in Dr. Anthony Blitzlager's lab. And so my interest is colic, and that's really where my research interests came from, was working on the clinic floor and the horses that I was not able to save. So that's really was my inspiration. And so now I focused on regenerative medicine, but for the gut. So I study intestinal stem cells. A lot of colic, both for animals and humans, is not preventable. And so I look at it early on, so forms of colic that aren't necessarily surgical, but how could we perhaps target the stem cells that are in the gut in order to regenerate the intestine that's injured. And then also at the time of surgery, either in doing treatments at that time or just really evaluating the intestinal viability. So will that intestine be able to survive? If we left it in place, will it survive? My research looks at can we determine viability, and then post-operatively, how can we help the intestine repair faster and more effectively? So I am funded by a company called Chemin Industry, and we're using intestinal stem cell cultures. We're able to culture intestinal stem cells from horses and from pigs. But that particular grant is funding horse research and using those stem cell cultures as a model of the intestine, subjecting them to hypoxic injury, so decreasing the oxygen content, and then instilling different treatments into the cultures to see if the stem cells and if the intestinal organoids can actually recover from the injury. I am also funded through the NIH. I have a K01, and so through that it's a mentored training grant. I'm very lucky. I work with Dr. Blitzlager, Dr. Scott Magnus at UNC, Dr. Krista Caney, who's here. They're all part of my committee, and they are helping me work towards becoming a better funded. So the next goal will be getting an R award through the NIH. I've also recently established a collaboration with an intestinal transplant surgeon at Duke. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping to develop a pig model of intestinal transplantation, and that hasn't been done before. But if you want to know more, I do have a website, and so please check out the Gonzalez Lab website here at NC State.
Great. Well, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you.